Alright, this is, oh, hang on. Much better. This is a how-to video on killer whale. It's a combat scenario where you have to fulfill certain requirements, or your team does, and you're part of a team, and it's actually a lot of fun. I've played the killer whale scenario a number of times. In a cruiser, I suck, but in a battleship, I do pretty well. I've yet to try it in a destroyer. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get my New Mexico outfitted. I go with some extra repair crews, with some extra speed, some extra XP, always a good thing. And some extra HP recovery when I need it. Now, up there in the top of your screen where you select your battle type, you want to put your mouse on Killer Whale. Then hit battle. Oh yeah. And I'm going to be pausing the video from time to time and pointing things out. This is actually a game where it's real easy to get killed, but if you stick together and follow the instructions, and you will be given instructions, it's an awful lot of fun. It's not for everybody, but so what? If you enjoy this scenario, yeah, go for it. Have fun. That's what the game is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and zip ahead a bit in the video. You can see from the mini-map where we have spawned out in the ocean near the entrance of a bay. We'll be given instructions in the upper left-hand corner of your screen telling us what to do. But basically, you have to get into that bay. You have to destroy some ships that are at dock. You have to destroy some patrol ships. You have to destroy land installations. And then you have to get the hell out of there before their reinforcements arrive. It's not as easy as you think. If you destroy the reinforcements, you do get some extra bonuses. If you do not get out of the bay in time, you get pipsqueak. You really don't get much of anything. Depending on the number of goals that you achieve, you get more bonuses at the end of the battle. So as we start moving forward into the bay, new targets will become available. Gonna move ahead a bit in the video. Up in the left-hand corner of your screen, gonna pause the video, you'll see the first two sets of instructions. Destroy all enemy ships at the base. So far, 0 of 6 have been destroyed. Secondary tasks: destroy enemy forts and onshore facilities. 0 of 18 have been destroyed. And there's only 6 of us. Oh, 7.
Attack the enemy naval base from the specified direction.
Attack the enemy base. Okay, fine. So now if you look, you'll see some diamonds and some red targets pop up on your screen. Those are the shore installations. You notice our team didn't waste a second. They can't do much to you, but if you ignore them, they will burn you down. So don't wait. Take them out. These are the shore batteries responsible for at least letting you know they are there as you try to infiltrate the port. If you look on your mini-map, you'll see some diamonds, 3 of them. Those are objectives. Alright, took out another shore battery. fort. I think they're called forts. Whatever the case, don't ignore them. Just take them out and move on. Just don't ignore them. Eventually, they will burn you down. Enemy cruiser detected. Alright. Now, the enemy ships are more of a threat than the shore batteries. Shore batteries just don't have very big guns, and they don't have torpedoes. So I am spreading the love here. I take a couple of shots at the enemy ships, and then I take a couple of shots at the shore batteries. Oh, don't you hate that? The moment you fire your guns and the shots are out of the barrel, your target explodes. Just like you just wasted a shot, especially on a battleship with a huge reload time, 33 seconds. Alright, so this guy's gotta go. So if you take a look on your mini-map, you'll see a couple more ships have appeared. Those are patrol ships. A destroyer and a battleship. Acting as patrol inside of a port. Gee, you think they knew we were coming? Maybe. Now in the background you'll see the shore installations. Keep an eye on those, because eventually they're going to become a target. And not all of them appear on the mini-map. On the mini-map you'll see that we've got torpedo bombers coming in, we got 3 enemy ships coming in, but no shore installations have lit up yet. Just these shore batteries, or forts. I'm going to pause the video. You can see the enemy battleship on patrol, who's just got hit, small fire. But also in the background, at about 18.8 kilometers away, there's a shore installation marked in red. But on the mini-map, it does not appear. So you need to be really cognizant of what you're seeing on both the mini-map and on your main screen, because the target might appear on one but not the other. I don't know what that's all about, but it is what it is, and it's all fun anyway.
Enemy aircraft carrier sighted.
Enemy cruiser. Now there's a reason I went after the cruiser instead of the battleship. Cruisers are an easy target. 11,550. Yeah, if I can take out a cruiser, that makes me feel very good. Oh hell, one of our guys just bought it. Take a look at the fire graphics. I really have to give kudos to World of Warships on their new graphics of fire. It looks really good. Meanwhile, that enemy battleship is destroyed as 2 salvos are on their way. So I got a shore battery lined up, but I'm under aiming. Shore batteries are a little weird for me. I'm still getting used to them. And then it just disappears. It's not on the mini-map, and it's not on the main screen either. I don't understand it, but whatever the case. Okay, let's see what we got going on over here. Now the enemy carrier at dock just took a bunch of torps on the left. He's almost gone. And the enemy battleship at dock on the far right, he's on fire. But he's also got guns. I'm going to take a shot at the shore installation. Now on the mini-map, I'm going to pause here, you'll see two new sets of bright red targets. H8 and H7, or HI7. Those are support ships, transports of some kind. Oh man, I missed. Well, shore installations don't move, these do. So I'm going after them, and I should be using high explosive. Support ships have no armor. But I just wasn't thinking and went with armor piercing. It happens. Look at those graphics. Isn't that incredible? It also helps that I got a new computer. I got an NVIDIA GTX 1070, and I used to have an AMD 6770, which just barely runs this game. So this is one of my newer videos with the new computer. I can crank the graphics way up. That's nice. And he's gone. And clipped his mast. And he's gone. Now we've got that ad dock battleship. And he's actually active. He's firing. That was a lousy shot from me. A decent shot from him. Yeah, I got a new computer. The old one just kept crashing. I had an old Intel i5 2500. This is an i7 7700. And a much better graphics card. I am way happy with this. Pause the video. So if you look in the upper left hand side of your screen, destroy all enemy ships at base, we've got 5 of 6. And that means this guy that I'm looking at on the main screen, he's the last. Destroy enemy forts and onshore facilities, 16 of 18 we've got. I don't know if that means that 2 more are going to pop up, or if we just flat out blew it and missed 2 of them. Destroy enemy aircraft carriers. You'll see later in the video. They're coming. They're not here yet, but they're coming. Then destroy the enemy's first and second reinforcement groups. 0 of 4. Well, that means that there are 4 groups coming in, but we only have to destroy the first and second to help achieve 5 stars. At the end of the game, you'll see that we can win or we can lose. And if we win, we can win with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars. Lose is a lose. And those stars are given based on the number of successes we have in battle. Mini-map A1. We've got a group coming in. And it just popped up on the upper left-hand side of our screen. Our haven. We're supposed to evacuate to a haven. That haven has not appeared on our mini-map yet. It will. And it appears at a random location. Alright, the haven is at A8. Retreat to designated area. At least half of all of our ships must make it. Now, at this point, a lot of guys would just go out and take on the enemy. Sink as many ships as they can. If you do that, there's a really good chance your team is going to lose the scenario. So you really do want to make a charge for your haven, which is at A89 on our map. I've got some enemy torpedo bombers headed my way. And thank you, AA Tank, for letting me know they're coming. I appreciate it. I'm in a new mechs, and the new mechs is not exactly known for its ability to dodge torps, but knowing they're coming and slamming on the brakes and turning in helps. Of course, shooting down 4 of their 5 torpedo bombers helps too. They only got 1 torp off. That's pretty easy to dodge. 2, maybe. Above 2, well, you're gonna take a torp. But when they only can send off 1, no problem. So we just had a a reinforcement ship up here at C8. Meanwhile, one of our guys is off at G5 and headed off into the middle of nowhere. He probably has not played too many of these killer whale scenarios and doesn't know that you really can't run off and do your own thing. Not in this scenario. And the enemy is definitely taking him on. I'm going to try and help him out here in a minute, but I got to deal with this guy.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Okay, now I can help him out. So he's basically all alone, headed into the throat of the beast. A destroyer on him. And the enemy aircraft carrier is sending everything at him too. He's not going to last long. I'm going to go ahead and get some shots off. Send some shots at 5 and at 7. Let's see which lead is best. Actually, 5 was a little bit too much. So I'll fire at 3. A lead of 3. I know, a battleship's shooting at a destroyer. Why are you wasting your time? Hey, I got nothing better to shoot at. And looks like I missed. But that cruiser off in the mini-map is going out after that carrier. I guess he wants the team to get 5 stars. More power to him, but he is not going to last. Meanwhile, I gotta deal with this battleship. Now you see that our group is, except for one cruiser, pretty well stuck together. And that's really, really important. In this scenario, the nail that stands up gets hammered down. So, do what you're supposed to do. Stick with the team, go for your objectives, get to your haven. Get her done. Don't be a lone wolf. Because if you do, the whole team suffers. In reality, in every battle, the whole team suffers when you have lone wolves. But in this scenario, you really feel it.
Enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Alright, he's hurting. Yeah, he just took a couple torps. In the upper left-hand side of your screen, you'll see our progress toward the primary and secondary tasks. You also will, by now, you will have figured out that, wow, there's a lot to pay attention to when you're in these scenarios. It's not like you're just in a co-op or player versus bot battle. you've really got some things to think about when you're playing this scenario. Well, this guy's gonna bite the big one here in a minute. Yeah, he's gone. Once again, he dies just as my bullets leave the barrel. So we got another shore installation and some ships moving in. We lost our cruiser way out to the west, and the rest of our team is pretty much together, headed for the haven. So we're looking good. Now I send a message to our team saying a minimum of 3 of us must make it to the haven or the zone. In reality, it's only 2. Let's go ahead and move forward a bit in the video. I can't get that fort. You see that green circle on the right side of your screen? That's our haven. Marked on the mini-map by the diamond with an anchor in it.
Task complete. Operation was carried out successfully.
Alright, so we were successful. I have lost a few of these, I have won a few of these. If you lose, you really don't get much in the way of experience. But if you win, pay attention to the number of stars that you get. The more primary and secondary objectives you win, the more stars you get. If you get the first star, you can see on your screen there what you get. You get 5 of those flags, which you can use for all kinds of cool stuff. If you get 2 stars, you also get 5 of each of those flags. And at 3 stars, you get that camo. I forget what you win if you get the 4th and 5th stars. Maybe somebody can post that down in the comments section. That's a really cool camo, by the way. And you can see which secondary tasks we did win at and which ones we didn't. Anyway, that's it. That is the killer whale scenario. You can see how we did there. There's a lot to it. It's not just a simple shoot fest. But you got to put some thought into what's going on around you. So it's not for everybody, but hey, it's all fun. That's what this is all about, just having fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for your time and watching. Stay safe and have fun.